the story of Demis Roussos.
City of Alexandria in Egypt. There are many Alexandrias because Alexander the Great, when he was traveling around the world, he was building towns after his name. And one of the towns he built was Alexandria in Egypt. I have parents that they are quite wealthy, actually, because the Greek minority, or the Greek area of Alexandria. It's quite inhabited. There's a lot of people living there. And we were quite wealthy people. And I was going to school. I did my studies over there. And I had an education of a mixture between the Greek and the English. They're both fervent artists. My father, I always remember him with his guitar. He was the heart of the party, let's say. He was with his guitar playing all the time, and people were coming to the house, and we go to other people's house, and we were always singing. We were always having fun. And my mother used to sing very, very well. She used to sing opera arias and great lullabies she used to compose for me. And then later, I saw a movie that was based upon Harry James, a very famous trumpet player. And I asked my father, and he sent me to a school to learn the basics of music, as well as trumpet. And I became a trumpet player. This is how I got involved with music for the first time. At the end of this war, we had to leave Egypt and go to our country in Greece. This is where my parents, they lost everything we had. And this is when we came to Greece as immigrants, and I worked as a musician from necessity, from a need. And maybe today I can call this destiny. Until one day I was with a band called the Minis, I think. Oh no, the We Five, that was it. The We Five. Back in 65 or 66, I think. And they decided I will be one of the singers of the band. I don't know why, but I mean, okay, I tried it. I gave it a try. And at the time, there was a big international hit by the Animals in England called The House of the Rising Sun. I fell in love with that tune, and I sang it, and then people loved it, and they wanted me to sing it again, and I sang it again. And then every night, everybody was coming to the club to hear me singing that song. A member of another band was a guy that one day was going to play an important part in my life. Today is known as Vangelis. So he was playing in another band that had just split, and came with his girlfriend to the club where I was working, and we got to know each other. And I went to his house, and he had all this equipment that he always does have, and he started playing and I started singing, and then we felt that we wanted to be together. We wanted to do things together. And this is how the Aphrodite's Child idea was born. And arriving in Calais, we took the boat and we went to England. And of course, we didn't have any experience of life or what we should do in England and things like that. And the guy asked us and says to, you know, the customs guy, "What are you going to do here?" And we said, with all of the enthusiasm, there wasn't a, well, we came here to work as musicians. We have the instruments, we have everything. We were happy to announce it, you see. "And how much money you got with you?" he says. And we said, "Maybe 100 pounds. Then, of course, the man understood and all that, and they put us on a boat back to Calais, and we went to Paris. We went to the studio, and we recorded Rain and Tears. Rain and Tears is a tune based upon an original tune based upon the Canon de Pachelbel, which is a classical piece. 1.5 million copies in Europe, #1 all over the place, and in the top 20 in England. Aphrodite's Child was a star. Aphrodite's Child has been given to us because Aphrodite is better known to the Western world as Venus, the goddess of love, one of the most prominent figures in the Greek mythology.